Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is full of details and Easter eggs. Apparently a lot of the devs were allowed to put one Easter egg in the game. This was the case for the first game, so they decided again to do it for the second. So I've made it my mission to find 10 of the best Easter eggs in the game and to show you where they are. This is really fun to film, so if you want to see more, please like the video and subscribe for more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. But now let's jump into the first Easter egg, which actually took me quite a while to notice. If you take off Henry's shirt and look at his back left shoulder, you can actually see he has a scar on his back when he took an arrow to the back at the very start of the game, which I think is so cool to see this little scar on Henry. The attention to detail in this game is unmatched sometimes, and this is just one such detail that proves that the devs haven't overlooked anything. Now you may have picked up St. Antioch's die. There are various dice you can collect to use in the minigame, but this particular die has a very funny reference in its description. The description for St. Antioch's die reads, "The St. Antioch's die always rolls a 3, not 2, and especially not 4. This is a Monty Python reference. If you have watched The Holy Grail, you will know that this is reference to St. Antioch's holy hand grenade, where the priest is actually reading out the instructions for the hand grenade, and he mentions this.
Then shalt thou count to 3. No more, no less. 4 shalt thou not count, neither count thou 2, excepting that thou then proceed to 3.
You can tell Kingdom Come and its sense of humor is very heavily inspired by Monty Python, so it's very cool to see a Monty Python reference in the game.
Give a bit, brother.
Number 3 is a weird one. If you go to this spot in the forest here on the Trotsky region map and look inside this bush, you will find 2 boxes of little baby aliens. Now this is a reference to those aliens that were found in Mexico, those skeletons that everyone made memes out of. They were quite clearly fake, and so Warhorse have decided to make their own meme out of it and put them in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. This Easter egg was very well hidden, but my goodness, what a find. It's so funny and such a jarring thing to find. Can you imagine if a medieval peasant found these 2 boxes? They'd go ballistic. They'd think it was demon children or something. Number 4 is probably one you've seen by now, but there are raptors in cutscenes. Yes, a prehistoric dinosaur can be found in some of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2's cutscenes. Now this is similar to the chicken Easter egg from the first game. However, do we not think that dinosaurs might be going a little too far? They are quite well hidden. You have to really keep an eye out for them, but it's hilarious to me that they decided, yeah, that's the Easter egg we want to put in cutscenes. Key cutscenes in the game, we want to put a prehistoric dinosaur for players to find. Is it immersion breaking? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Number 5 is a really cool one. It's actually a reference to internet culture. Let Me Solo Her, very famous player from Elden Ring, who you might have come across if you played that game and you tried to fight Melania. You might have noticed a summon called Let Me Solo Her, and it was this dude with 2 swords and a pot on his head. Hilarious, right? Well, Warhorse have decided to make reference to it in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 by putting this skeleton here with a pot on its head and 2 hunting swords either side of it. Honestly, really cool reference. Something you wouldn't expect in a game like this is a reference to an Elden Ring player, but very, very cool. I enjoyed finding this one a lot. Now, number 6, I'm gonna need your help with this one, guys, because there's a few things here that I can't exactly work out. So if you go to this spot on the Trotsky region map, you'll find a little alcove that you can go down, and the first thing that jumps out to me is this rock formation. It almost looks like some kind of woman holding a thumbs up or something. I can't really tell what it is and if it's a reference to something. If you know the answer, please let me know in the comments down below. I can't wrap my head around it. And then if you go further down, there's a couple more things here. There's a lady who appears to be dead or just eternally asleep in a coma because she's got a strong lullaby potion right next to it in a sea of mushrooms. And then there's a guy in a pond, a skeleton, holding up his hand, looks like he's drowning, and then there's a crocodile next to him. I believe one of these things is a reference to Titanic. Other than that, I'm a bit lost on this one, but it's quite clearly an Easter egg. It's a reference to something. Let me know in the comments down below if you know the answer to this, especially that rock formation, if that is anything. Some of these references are so weird, man, and this one I just could not work out, so let me know in the comments down below. Really close by to this one is another reference that I definitely was able to get straight away. If you just head up the hill, basically right next to this pond, you'll find a horse-drawn cart crashed in the middle of a tree, and next to it is a skeleton riding a broomstick. These are obviously references to Harry Potter. The skeleton on the broomstick has a little ball in his mouth, which is a reference to the golden snitch that Harry caught in his mouth in the first movie, or the first book. And then the horse-drawn cart crashed into the tree is a reference to when Harry and Ron crashed their car into the Whomping Willow in the second movie/book. I love Harry Potter, so this one was very easy to work out for me. Great reference, and it's right next to another Easter egg, which I think is hilarious. Number 8 is a weird one. There's a certain quest line where you have to lure a sheep over to a certain location. That will lure some wolves out, and then you kill the wolves, get rid of the wolves, and then you get a reward, right? The sheep that you are luring is a bit of an odd one, because Henry will talk to it as you're leading it up to the hill or whatever, and then the sheep will reply by barring, but the bar is a human voice. It's definitely a human voice. Why is it a human voice?
Why do they call you Ignatius? All right, keep it to yourself.
Why did they get a voice actor for a sheep, and only this sheep in particular?
Lie down. Right.
Very odd reference. I don't know what's up here. I think it's just a funny haha. Let's all laugh at the human voice actor doing sheep noises.
How are you, Ignatius?
But when I first heard it, I had to double take. It's a very weird one.
Thought now that we're partners, you'd be a bit more talkative.
Now the next two are in the Kuttenberg region, so if you want to avoid spoilers here, maybe you're not up to that region in the game. I'll try my best to obviously not spoil anything, but if you want this map to be completely fresh, then ignore these two. Number 9 is if you go to the Hole in the Wall, which is a tavern in Kuttenberg, you recognize this signage up here. Go inside, there's a skeleton in there.
Is that today's special, or is it part of the decor?
And this is Hugo. Now this isn't really a reference to anything, it's more a feature of the tavern in the game, but I just think it's very funny that they've put this in here. I'm sure there's a quest to do with Hugo, or maybe some kind of backstory that you can find in the game to find out who Hugo is, but he's got 2 daggers stuck in his ribcage, and he's the most popular regular at the Hole in the Wall. And number 10 is there is a particular character you can meet in the Kuttenberg region who has an arrow stuck in his head. Now there's a quest related to this fella. He's very cool, very funny. The backstory behind him is hilarious. However, Henry can say a particular line which is a reference to Skyrim. He will say this.
Ah. Now, I heard of a bloke who took an arrow to the knee.
Now obviously if you've played Skyrim or you know gaming culture and memes, you know arrow to the knee is a very popular one. So of course Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 had to make reference to that, and I think it's funny that they chose this particular quest where the guy's got an arrow stuck in his head to make reference to the arrow to the knee. And that was 10 Easter eggs in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I'm sure there's plenty more and I'd love to go find them. So like the video if you enjoyed it, and comment down below if you found any Easter eggs that I haven't mentioned in this video. Any cool little details you might have found, let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe for more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. There's so much in this game, there's so much to unpack, and I'm loving making content on this game, so we'll keep it up and subscribe for more of that. Come remember today, if you want to support me another way, we'll get early extra videos and live streams, and thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!